Welcome back. Before we demonstrate the power of LightRAG today, a necessary disclaimer. All company names, individual identities, and contracts shown, specifically Alpine Commodities, Eurobrain Import, and the individuals named, are entirely fictitious. They were created solely to demonstrate how to handle confidential data securely. Now, let's address the nightmare scenario for every corporate compliance officer: the risk hidden inside your own confidential files that you don't even know exists. Let's roleplay. We are the trading desk at Eurograin Import GmbH in Hamburg. We are looking to buy Ukrainian milling wheat. A broker introduces a new supplier, Alpine Commodities DMCC. They send over a contract. We open it. It looks perfect. 5,000 metric tons, $245 per ton. Terms per GAFTA 49. On the surface, this deal is clean. We run a standard background check on Alpine Commodities, and it comes back green. No sanctions, no history of default. But then we look at the signature page. The contract is signed by a senior trader, Mr. Marcus Weber. To a human eye, this name is just text. But in our internal, confidential market intelligence reports, this name might be a trigger. The problem is that intelligence is buried in a text file from 3 years ago. We need a system that connects the new contract to that old, confidential record. We don't want to guess. We take our signed contract and our highly sensitive confidential intelligence reports, and we ingest them into our LightRAG system. Once the ingestion is complete, we don't start by reading, we start by mapping. We go to the LightRAG knowledge graph interface and type in the name from the signature, Marcus Weber. Look at the screen. This is what LightRAG built autonomously. In the center, we have Marcus Weber. We see the link to our new potential partner, Alpine Commodities. But look closely. LightRAG has drawn a line from Marcus Weber to a completely different entity, Apex Grain Trading. And from Apex, there is a direct link to a status node, liquidation, and defaulted. In seconds, LightRAG has visualized a hidden network within our confidential data. We instantly see that the man signing our clean contract is the beneficial owner of a company that went bust, owing millions. The system found the smoke. Now, let's look for the fire. I am the digital avatar of Alexander. Need SEO? Get in touch, and my team at SEO Kusha will take care of you. But for custom automation and AI, that is my personal specialty. Check the links below, and let's get to work. We have the map. Now we need the analysis. We switch to the LightRAG Retrieval interface. We are going to ask a direct business question, simulating the urgency of a real deal. We type, we are from Eurograin Import, signing a contract with Alpine Commodities. What are the risks? Watch LightRAG work. It is performing a hybrid retrieval. It is not just looking for keywords. It is walking the confidential graph structure we just saw. And here is the answer. Look at the first paragraph under Operational Risks. The model explicitly warns us key personnel at Alpine Commodities, such as Marcus Weber, have been associated with defaulted entities like Apex Grain Trading. It goes further. It identifies financial risks, citing a specific arbitration award history found in our confidential text files. This is the power of LightRAG. It didn't just summarize the contract. It cross-referenced the signatory against our private intelligence database, connected the dots, and told us, do not sign this. Now, the critical question, how do we do this securely? Did we send our confidential contracts to ChatGPT? Did we upload our private watch lists to a public cloud? Absolutely not. In corporate intelligence, confidentiality is non-negotiable. This entire demo, from ingestion to retrieval, is running 100% autonomously on private infrastructure. This video is sponsored by Centron.de, who provided us with the high-performance computing power to make this possible. We're running this on a Centron GPU Dedicated Server, equipped with an Nvidia Quadro RTX 6000 with 24 gigabytes of VRAM. This allows us to host the Mistral Small 24 billion parameter model and the LightRAG system entirely in-house. No API calls to outside vendors, no data leaks. If you need to process confidential data with private AI, check the link in the description for Centron's GPU offerings. Let's get technical. Why did LightRAG succeed here where a standard RAG pipeline would fail? Standard retrieval relies on semantic similarity. If I search for alpine commodities in a standard vector database, it looks for documents containing that company name. Since Alpine is a new company with no bad history, the search returns nothing. Standard RAG fails because it cannot see the relationship. It doesn't know that Alpine is connected to Marcus, and Marcus is connected to Apex inside your confidential documents. Those concepts are semantically distant, even if they are factually linked. LightRAG solves this. It uses a graph-enhanced approach. It separates the local context, specific details about the wheat, from the global context, the network of directors. When we ingested the files, LightRAG autonomously extracted entities, people, companies, statuses. It built the edges between them. So when we asked about risk, it traversed the graph from Alpine to Marcus, then to Apex, then to default. We went even further. In the ingestion folder, we also included the full PDF rulebooks for GAFTA 49 and GAFTA 125. If you look back at the LightRAG answer, you'll see it mentions arbitration and legal disputes under GAFTA rules. This is because the system linked the governing law clause in our specific contract to the actual regulatory documents we uploaded. It understands that this specific deal is bound by those specific rules. LightRAG acts as a legal assistant, ensuring our confidential contract terms actually comply with international law without ever exposing the data to the internet. What makes this implementation impressive is the autonomy. We did not manually tag Marcus Weber. We did not teach the system about the default. We use the Mistral 24B model to perform the extraction within the LightRAG framework. We set our chunk size to 10,024 tokens to ensure the model captured full relationships. We simply dumped the raw files, PDFs, text files, market reports into a folder. LightRAG handled the rest. It is a set it and forget it pipeline for confidential intelligence. This is the future of corporate due diligence. We saved a theoretical $2 million today by finding one signature in a small dataset. But the real world is much bigger. Look at the screen now. This is the actual GAFTA defaulters list. You are seeing 60 pages of arbitration awards, spanning from 2025 back to 2011. Address after address, from Doha to Warsaw to Karachi. No human analyst can memorize every award number or street address in a document this dense, let alone cross-reference it against every new contract that lands on their desk. But LightRAG can. It autonomously maps these massive public blacklists against your confidential internal archives. It turns these static pages of data into active 24/7 protection for your business. It ensures that when a risk hides in page 40 of a PDF, your system sees it before you sign. A big thank you to Centron.de for powering this infrastructure. If you want to protect your confidential data while running state-of-the-art AI, you need the right hardware. Check them out in the description.